Hi there, everyone. Welcome on board another informative Jamaica Magazine journey. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. There's a lot to explore in this edition where we share stories of Jamaica's growth and development. It starts with the news of the day. You can't afford to miss any of it, so stick around.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan, and this is your JS News for Monday, November 18, 2024. The historic distribution of national identification cards for Jamaicans begins today with 300 persons enrolled in the pilot phase of the National Identification System, NIDS. The news was announced on Friday during the launch of the National Identification Registration Authority, NIRA, at the Central Sorting Office in Kingston. The entity which is responsible for overseeing Jamaica's civil registration and national identification systems will handle the layered rollout and management of NIDS. NIRA's chairman, Bishop Conrad Pitkin, explains that the distribution of cards to the general public should begin early next year.
There are other persons who have indicated that we have in the system that they would like to have their national identification card, and then they will be next. As of January, when we have completed all those who have indicated and are in our system, we will open to the public.
NIRA's chairman says all 24 NIDS enrollment centres should be ready by the middle of 2025. Thus far, he says contracts have been signed for the first 8 to be commissioned, and the authority is in the process of signing contracts for the other 15.
And I'm pleased to announce today that there will be a mobile unit that will be put in place, and it will reach persons in the deep rural Jamaica.
Bishop Pitkin adds that NIRA will be working with the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities to ensure that the disabled community is served. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is encouraging all Jamaicans to enroll for their NIDS card, reiterating that it eliminates the need for multiple forms of identification or verification.
The law that supports the ID says that if you present your ID, no other form of identification is required, because this card has the ability to verify your identity on the spot. Now that will just reduce not just the time, but the cost of identity verification. And that then puts Jamaica in another threshold of the digital society.
He points out that the card is for Jamaicans of all ages.
And I'm very happy to see that our youngsters have been some of the first beneficiaries, because the card is also built, the entire system is built to accommodate our youngsters as well as adults. It is meant to give every Jamaican verifiable and secured identity documents.
Jamaica continues to strengthen its position in tourism with the expansion of air travel capacity, this time through Bahamas Air. The neighboring air travel service made its debut into Jamaica Sunday morning by way of the Sangster International Airport. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the new flight is a demonstration of his ministry's work to strengthen air travel within the region.
The hope of enabling multi-destination tourism is being realized with an addition of this particular arrangement that we are inaugurating today. So I'm excited about the prospects of bringing the Caribbean closer together, but more importantly, connecting the Caribbean with the rest of the world.
The new flight comes just about 24 hours after Avilo Airlines had its first international flight to Jamaica on Saturday. It carried over 150 passengers from Bradley International Airport in Hartford, Connecticut to the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay. The new service will operate 2 days per week, with lifts on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Industry Minister Senator Aubin Hill has welcomed the inaugural export of locally produced medical-grade oxygen, which he says serves to expand Jamaica's role in regional healthcare. He was addressing the landmark shipment of the ISO-certified first tank with 16 tons of liquid medical-grade oxygen, which departed the island on November 9, destined for the Bahamas. It's being produced and exported by Massey Gas Products Jamaica under its IGL brand. Minister Hill says with this export, Jamaica strengthens its position as a reliable regional supplier and also reinforces the robust national capacity we've built to ensure continuous, high-quality oxygen supply, which is a necessity for patient care across the Caribbean. CEO of Massey Gas Products Jamaica, Peter Graham, says the milestone is a demonstrable step towards self-sufficiency in local oxygen production. A national drug research network will be established by the government as it takes further steps to tackle drug use and mental health disorders on the island. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton announces that the body, which is to comprise members of academia and technical experts who can draft strategies to deal with the cross-cutting issues of drug misuse, will be in place soon.
So the idea is to pull a team together and to interrogate the data, if you will, and from there develop particular strategies around intervention. We already have a strategy now, but it's good to update that process given the new information that we have.
Dr. Tufton was delivering the main address during the recent press launch of the 2023 National Drug Prevalence Survey. The health minister says sustained public education campaigns will also be rolled out in short order to increase awareness on services and help people to understand the implications of drug use, particularly young people who are most vulnerable.
We will pursue these efforts in earnest because we now have the information that gives us currency in terms of the claims that we make, and that's the great value of this study. It allows us now to move in a direction where we can quote local data, not just international data, and use that data in a more decisive way with greater conviction that our interventions are in the right place and are of the right mix to address the challenges that we face.
And finally, high-risk prevalence patterns for alcohol, cannabis and tobacco use across several parishes is among the key findings of the 2023 National Drug Prevalence Study. The study, which investigated psychoactive substance use across Jamaica, found that alcohol prevalence in Trelawney, St. Ann and Kingston is significantly higher than the national average of 46.2%. Trelawney and Kingston also feature in the highest use of ganja.
For ganja, significantly higher current use is evident in Kingston, 27%, Trelawney, 23%, and Clarendon, 21.8%, compared to other parishes and a national prevalence level of 17%.
As it relates to the prevalence of tobacco or cigarette smoking, St. Andrew, Trelawney and St. Ann have the highest prevalence compared to other parishes and the overall national use of 11.8%.
This doesn't mean we have no issues in other parishes. What it does, it provides us with a vital information to tailor relevant prevention and treatment-related strategies to fit the different contexts.
The National Household Survey found that 77.4%, or 8 in 10 Jamaicans, have consumed alcohol at some point in their lifetime. 30.4% have smoked cannabis or ganja, and similarly, 31.5% reported smoking cigarette in their lifetime. The health minister says a concerning aspect of the study shows that approximately 66% of people who smoked ganja in the past year were deemed as high risk for dependence as measured by the Cannabis Abuse Screening Test. This represents a 15% increase from 50% 7 years ago. The survey was carried out by the National Council on Drug Abuse (NCDA) with the support of the National Health Fund, the Center for Leadership and Governance at the University of the West Indies, and the Inter-American Drug Abuse Control Commission of the Organization of American States. The findings are available on the Health Ministry's website. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
Hey Conroy, what do you love most about being an artist?
What I like the most about being a visual artist is that it allows me to be myself. What about you?
I love the fact that I'm able to express myself without using words, and I can let people get a glimpse of what goes on in my mind.
If you are someone, has a passion for creating, whether it's fine arts, web designing, makeup artistry,
or even pottery, that's something we don't see every day. Don't let others stop you from going after your dreams. We all only get one chance at life. Make sure you live for you.
The Ministry of Justice has an initiative to reform and reintegrate students into school after they have broken the school's rule and gotten suspended for their efforts. We now look at this aspect of justice for children.
We don't get a lot of people who are our students who are not satisfied. Parents, the major issue for parents though is that they wish their children could come back to the program after their suspension period has ended.
For some parents, they too bear the burden of a child often caught in the unfortunate situation of school suspension. But those who've opted to make use of the Dispute Resolution Foundation School Suspension Intervention Program have seen some incredible responses. Take, for example, Garfield here.
My name is Garfield Warner. My daughter got introduced to the school suspension intervention program. Why sending daughter to school, daughter going out good and thing, and after she's reaching a 9-10 grade to start for a company, then after that everything just start go down a different road. You understand? We have to step in as a daddy and make sure it's everything alright with her. So now we get introduced to the program.
God sent. It's a God-sent program. That's what we tend to get from our parents. And they too, whenever they're having any issues at all, it could be with their colleagues, they are calling to access the program. We actually have programs for our parents, such as the parent sensitization, so they too benefit from this service that we offer.
After being a part of the program, the first half she was skylarking. After the program and such, then she step up. She left school with a couple of subjects and things. I would encourage other parents to send them children to the program. Things start from a tender age, and all things going right now, everybody smaller is exposed to everything. They come in the movie, come in the songs. They come around the communities. So, that program is a good program.
So, if as a parent or guardian Garfield's story sounds anything like yours, then
feel free to reach out to the Dispute Resolution Foundation. We can provide that listening ear. We will also advise you and make referrals where necessary. Parents, feel free to reach out to us if you feel overwhelmed as well, because we know raising children, we don't get a manual to do that. So it's a bit tedious and we learn as we go. So let us help each other. Feel free to reach out to us and we will do our best to assist you. Parents, if you have children at home and you are noticing any maladaptive behavior, they are not listening to you, they're not talking as much, eating as much, any form of abnormal behavior, and I mean behavior that you don't normally see them with, do not be afraid to reach out to the Dispute Resolution Foundation.
for the School Suspension Intervention Program, the numbers supported are high, the commitment remains steadfast, and the tools are available and always ready to assist, even for parents.
My hope for the program is really the end goal is to see a peaceful culture. So I want improved communities and improved livelihoods for our students. That is what I hope to see, and I hope that will be impactful for years to come so that this can be achieved in the end. That is the mandate of the Dispute Resolution Foundation. Well, first of all, we have to have a referral. The referral may come from educational institutions. It may also come from, let us say, the family court or CPFSA.
After the referral is made, an intake session is done, followed by a one-on-one session, then a psychoeducational group session, and another one-on-one session. A post-assessment is then conducted to help put together a release letter with an opportunity to refer students to another external agency where necessary. And then, follow-up sessions are conducted.
This is a program that gives you and your child a second chance. take us up on this offer.
For further information, visit the Dispute Resolution Foundation's website at www.drfja.org or contact them at 876-906-2456 or 876-908-3657, or you can send them an email at drf@drfja.org.
We are not entitled to not even tomorrow, but we got to make the most of today. And we do so by understanding that as Jamaicans, our spirit must be a spirit of unity, a spirit of purpose, and a spirit of gratitude, where we appreciate what is taking place, and we also appreciate that it never took place before. So even though we are stressed, we are blessed.
Having a career is one of the key goals for young people making the transition to adulthood. In this next feature, we'll see how career days in schools play an important role in inspiring passion in the future of work for the younger generation.
Choosing a career is a pivotal time in one's life, a decision that can shape the trajectory of your future.
It is important to have career days at school. Reason being, it exposes the children to the many different careers, and at the tender age, then they do get an idea of what they want to become. Also, they gain more knowledge because when they see the different type of careers, they do ask questions, and there you're able to educate them on what is there for them in the future.
Yet, amidst the myriad of options, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, torn between conflicting interests and aspirations. But finding clarity in this journey need not be daunting. In fact, it can be a fulfilling exploration of aligning your passions with your profession. Take, for example, the passion for cooking. If the aroma of spices and the artistry of food creations ignite your soul, then perhaps a career in the culinary arts beckons.
Did you add your salt? Did you add your black pepper? Thank you for coming to Angels Primary School. And if you're thinking about a career, think about being a chef. Why? Because culinary arts widens your horizon, not only as a professional chef, but it develops a greater appreciation towards food as a culture, as an art, and even health, all of which can be passed on to customers.
But beyond the sensory pleasures of cooking lie a multitude of benefits and opportunities. Having a career in culinary arts offers numerous benefits, ranging from personal growth to skills development, which can lead to a variety of prospects for advancement. Being a chef offers the chance to unleash creativity and innovation in the kitchen as you experiment with flavors, textures, and presentations. As chefs gain experience and refine their craft, a world of opportunities unfolds before them, such as advancement to positions like executive chef or restaurant owner. Furthermore, studying culinary arts may provide individuals with a deep understanding of various regional and international cuisines, which fosters appreciation and respect for diverse culinary heritage. Perhaps most enticingly, the culinary arts empower individuals to pursue entrepreneurship and start their own businesses. Imparting these and other inspiring information is the purpose behind career days at schools, where the dedicated efforts of teachers help to ignite aspirations and guide further paths for success.
We are the teachers of Angels Primary School.
On behalf of the management and flight crew here at Angels Primary School, we thank you for flying with us.
Keep watching as we journey forward, exploring the bright future that lies ahead.
Jamaica, know that brighter days are ahead.
Together, we stand with you. We are resilient and strong.
Take each step forward with courage.
For your spirit shines brighter than any storm.
From all of us here at the Jamaica Information Service,
sending love, strength,
and unwavering support
to each and every one of you.
Stay strong, Jamaica.
The nation celebrates Youth Month in November, and this year it's happening under the theme Youth Impact 2024. Innovative minds, purposeful action, collective triumphs. In the few remaining minutes of our half-hour journey inside Jamaica Magazine, we share the enthusiasm of a young man engaged in feeding the nation through farming.
We have a little hospital coop basically for the chickens that, don't look so promising. My uncle Raymond, he's a big poultry farmer because, social media is new marketing tool basically.
Hi, my name is Cleo Jones and this is my story. I'm a 21-year-old poultry farmer. Started farming about 4 or 5 months ago. Went viral on TikTok, and ever since the poultry business has been booming for me. I started with only 100 chickens, and right now on the farm collectively me and my uncle have about 4,000 chickens, including layers.
Cleo come by my farm and his mother and he said, "Mommy, I love farming." And I said, "Okay, bring him over and I teach him how to farm," and so him started out.
When I just started poultry farming, the big question was, how am I going to be different? I didn't just want to walk into a restaurant and say, "Can I speak to the owner? Hey, some race fowl." I didn't just want to do that. I wanted to market it in a way that I separated myself from other poultry farmers, made my brand different. And something just came to my mind that, hey, you're good at, music, you're good at writing songs, poems. Why not infuse that creativity into the business, spread it on different social platforms and see what could happen. That's what I did, and it worked. Okay, you want a song? Yes. All right, so. If education are the key, ambition are the locksmith. First batch sold off is another batch. This to the profit like gymnasts, make you back flip back that again till you see a fat brick. We supply wings and legs and hip for the curry and fry and jerk man grill link. If you know smarty with the chicken and chips, big up Damien and the whole chicken and things. High pro feed, make your birds active. Youth start farming and make a million quick. The reason why I decided to go into poultry is because Corona taught me one of the most important business lessons, and that is essential business is the most important. So most of my customers that, order chickens from me, they do it via social media because, social media, it's the new marketing tool. It's not a case where I have to bring them on the farm. I just, need the address to have it delivered to them. Most of the times I'm busy, so I don't do the delivery, but, I have the courier that does the delivery for them. So I get the order, basically, open the deep freeze, weigh the chickens that are already harvested, and send it off to the restaurant, to the wholesale, to the cook shop, the household, wherever. What we do, we go to a super center, we pick up the baby chickens from the hatchery, fresh out the eggs and everything. We transport them here on the farm. we have 2 coops that we use as the nursery coop basically, because those coops contains the heat bulbs and the required facility to basically nurture those baby chicks. Then after that we transport them to the big coop. And we basically feed them for 6 weeks, take care of them until they're ready to be harvested.
What I do, I actually build about 6 huge concrete tanks and harvest rainwater and treat it. So wherever time already I use that for the chicken, for the pig and for the goat. So I don't buy a lot of water. I've actually calculated 9 months of rainfall water. So that means if I have drought for 9 months, I can supply myself for 9 months with water.
Jamaica is basically importing a lot of things that we have the potential to grow. I would advise a lot of youths to jump into farming. It's profitable. There's a great demand for it, so you just want to market your stuff the right way. So yeah, I would definitely encourage everybody to build a fall coop, plant some cabbage, plant something, grow something. Now that you see what I'm doing, you can join in on this too. Stop farm fool, farm foul.
Money are your problem, car are your problem. Hey, whatever the problem is, just let it go, because stress is not a flex. A quick way to let go the stress is to find someone you can share your concerns with. And if you can't do that, then find other ways to release your stress, because stress is not a flex.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness has embarked on a journey to help our youth let go the stress, installing wellness benches in schools across Jamaica, setting them up as safe spaces for communication about mental challenges. If you can't find a seat on the bench, get a hold of this exercise to help you alleviate the stress.
First of all, I want you to think about the worst thing that offends you and upsets you and you're uncertain about. Just think about it. And then, after 3, I want to transfer the stress from the brain into the ball, and it has to show on the face. 1, 2, 3.
Our half-hour journey through the pages of Jamaica Magazine ends right here for today. But please join us again tomorrow on the same station for more news, features and information you can use. In the meantime, visit our website jis.gov.jm for this and other offerings. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Until next time, walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.